Arts hosted an informal gathering for families interested in developing ethical education opportunities for their children. What is ethical education opportunities?
I don't know.
The first meeting will include children activities such as music, art, and cooperative play, as well as an adult conversation about ethical education and how our children might benefit from programs tailored to their needs. The event is part of the program of the Ethical Culture Society of Essex County. Ethical culture is a humanist religion and educational movement with a long history of providing ethical education for children, youths, and adults. We have curriculum materials and resources from our national headquarters that aim at teaching eagerness to engage in the world, tolerance, and the joys of diversity. The first meetup will include ample time for sharing your ideas. It's not necessary to be a member to attend. And finally, on Sunday, October the 12th, at 11 a.m., Dr. Joachim Messing, genetically altered food. What do they mean to us? That should be interesting.
Is it Joachim or Joachim?
Well, some people say Joachim, some people say Joachim. Mm-hmm. But you might be right. It might be Joachim Messing. Dr. Joachim Messing will start off on a roundtable discussion on plants and genetic alteration. He will present some data based on a report of the European academies, and then expand on that with background drawn from his own research and his knowledge of agriculture industry. He will then answer questions. So what is your take on this genetically altered food? You have any take on that?
Yes, I do, but I don't know. My take on that, and I learned something about that this summer with Monsanto and about Monsanto, one of the largest agribusinesses that supplies seeds. And so they sort of force farmers to buy these seeds. And those seeds, even if you have a crop that's next to those seeds, they get mixed up into it. So people are forced to. So some of it, yes, maybe, let's say if it's corn, it's resistant to drought, or it yields a better crop. But it is genetically modified, and the fact that people are forced to buy those things, I think it's not the small farmer that people think of. It's these big agribusinesses.
You think that has any personal effect on any
on your physicality?
Yeah, on your physicality.
We don't know. I mean, there's got to be something going on. I mean, and then if the animals are eating this genetically modified stuff, then it goes into their system, and then we take it in too in that way. I mean, who knows? I mean, this is something I have yet to explore further on. Well, what do you think about it?
I being that I'm a vegetarian, it's of a concern to me because you really don't know what's in that stuff. As a matter of fact, I used to like naked drinks. I mean, that used to taste good, man.
But did you really trust it?
Well, I didn't know it was genetically modified. I mean, do you used to have some green drinks? Man, that used to taste good. And mango drinks, excellent. But then we find out what the problem was. Stop drinking it though, because it tastes too good.
Well, do you go to HLS where they make?
Yeah, I frequent HLS quite a bit.
Okay.
Is that free commercial?
Yes. Maybe that's what we should be asking. We could definitely plug them.
Yeah, HLS. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's a soy barbecue. Vegetarian.
Why would you want to do that?
Soy barbecue, vegetarian? Man, that is off the chart. I go there.
And so what, they actually grilled this? Or?
Yeah. They grilled it with some nice sauce on it. And they put it in a wrap with some vegetables.
Vegetables?
Yeah. And I go like, I have I'm in seven heaven when I get that stuff. And then I have the green dream. That green drink. You know what I do in mornings, every morning? Well, you know what? I don't understand this young lady. Ladies and gentlemen.
What do you do every morning?
I have a shake.
Okay.
All right? And shake is my breakfast. So what I add, and I'm thinking about doing this recipe and actually sort of, selling this recipe. I put pumpkin seeds, flax seed.
Don't tell people your recipe if you're going to sell it.
Yeah, but they gotta know how much to put though. You just can't put. You have to put a certain amount. What are you
You're not going to give the weight.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you the weight. You can just go take a big scoop and put it in it, and when you put that big scoop, it comes out like really thick. But really, I started doing that about, and I have like a green dream that I put in there.
Dream?
Yeah, green dream. It's all green plants.
Oh, okay.
That's all mixed. That's all grounded and grind up. And to be honest with you, I have that. I may need only like one other meal for the day. How many meals do you have a day?
Maybe one. That's bad.
Really? You only have one?
Yeah, because I don't have time to, I should get up and have breakfast, and then it's lunchtime. Sometimes I leave and get something. Most of the time I don't. And then I come home and I just start
So have you started to
sucking down all of this food.
Have you started to walk?
No, I haven't. And I think about that while I'm walking through the hallways. Like, I could be walking outside, but I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Why don't you make that as like a November resolution?
Okay. Oh, yeah. And when it's really cold, I'm going to be like dying to be walking. I'm not, no.
So let's go over to the township of South Orange Village. You hear that? The township of South Orange Village.
Township of South Orange Village.
Yeah. Irvington Avenue Food Truck and Craft Beer Festival. They're having that tomorrow, right?
I might do that.
Yeah.
All these things are happening tomorrow?
Yeah. Kick off your weekend with an evening of great food, drink, and blues on Irvington Avenue, starting at 5 p.m. on Friday, October the 10th. An assortment of the area's most popular food truck vendors, including the Farm Truck, the Cow and the Curd, Oink, and Moo Barbecue.
Well, do you want to go to that tomorrow? Or you said this, you don't know if this meeting is.
Empanada Guy, Waffle de Lis, Romano's Disco Fries, Tequila Authentica, Cupcake Carnival, and The Outsiders, a beer garden featuring a selection of craft beers from around the state, special offers by our wonderful Irving Avenue restaurant and business. This is not a bad idea for. I think
we should go to that.
Yeah. Are you going to be back? Well, your school finished at 1:00 on Friday, right?
2:15.
2:15 on Friday. The other days you finish at 2:16, right?
Much later, 2:17. Okay.
So that's something that's going on in South Orange and Maplewood.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Now you want to go out there and ask people about the achievement gap and leveling and Common Core?
Well, when I go there, I always have to ask all these questions. But you know what? We gotta get. Let's see what's going on over in Maplewood. In the Maplewood Township Committee. Did you hear about this IRS scam alert?
No.
I actually read it. Someone called me and said, "Wow, I didn't know about that IRS scam alert." Advisory: IRS scam alert. This is on the Maplewood Township website. Don't become a victim. Police detectives were noticing an increase in the amount of reports they are receiving about the once popular IRS phone scam. While the tactic have been used in the past, scammers have now launched another wave of false identity phone scam using new and sophisticated tactics. The Treasury Inspector General has logged more than 90,000 complaints from the public who have been receiving phone calls from persons claiming to represent the Internal Revenue Service. The caller notifies the person on the other end of the line that they are late on a payment or that there was an error on a previous tax return filing and insists they are required to make a payment in the range of $800
Who would believe anything like that?
to $1,200 by purchasing a Green Dot, Money Pack, or other similar cards.
This sounds crazy. These prepaid cards can be purchased and loaded with money at CVS or similar stores. The caller then makes sure that the money is transferred, redeemed, while both parties remain on the phone. If questioned by the potential victim, the scam artist notifies them that if they fail to make a payment immediately, they will be arrested by the sheriff's department. Since the money transfer is immediate and non-traceable, the victim is unable to recover the money once they realize they have just been a victim of a phone scam. Mm-hmm. The IRS is adamant that these types of calls are in no way affiliated with their agency. according to their website, the first point of contact from them will always be official correspondence via U.S. mail, and they will never solicit money or fees over the phone. They are advising anyone who receives these types of calls to report the information to the Federal Trade Commission at ftc.gov. The police department would like to advise the community to never give out any personal information or agree to forfeit, donate, or pay any amount of money to anyone who solicits you over the phone. As a general rule of thumb, unless you contact a business directly and can verify their identity, do not take the risk. Visit moneypack.com for an approved list of businesses that the company deems safe to use money packs with. Who would fall for that? Do you think people would actually fall for that kind of
people
stuff?
Actually fall for that kind of stuff.
Here.
You hear the iris, you get scared. You'd be like, Marjorie Lloyd, you owe the iris $952.47.
And then I'll say, take it out of the taxes that I pay. Boom, that's it.
You need to pay right now or if we come get you.
Get out of here. No, IRS wouldn't do that. They will always make it. These people must not talk to other people. How could anybody fall for something like that?
What about if you're an elderly person?
Get out of here. We'll call your child or something. I mean, come on. Nobody's going to go for that.
But why do you think they put out this alert? Because nobody's going for it?
I don't know. I'd like to see how many people actually fall for something like that.
90,000.
It's really sad.
Okay, on Saturday, October 11th, dance and drum tribute in honor of teacher of dance and history. You got to hear this one. A dance and drum tribute in honor of Yuwendes Kelly Johnson, an opportunity for the community to show their love and appreciation to a wonderful teacher of dance and history and founder of Iowa Louis Dance Company. They will be singing, dancing, and drumming. It will take place at the Maplewood Memorial Park Amphitheater. Now listen carefully. There'll be no food.
There was an amphitheater.
Yeah, there is. It's Memorial Park.
Right.
Right. You go in the back. Memorial Park is right here off of Valley Street, right?
Right.
Right. There's the they call it the amphitheater. I think where we had the
festival.
The festival, yeah. I think in the back.
That's what they consider the amphitheater.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
So there'll be no food or alcohol served, just water.
Okay. Well, next event. No, I'm just kidding.
Folks are welcome to bring their own lunch.
Ah, gosh.
That's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Maplewood Memorial Park Amphitheater.
And then they have a Harvest Fest on October 12th. Springfield Avenue Partnership. Lots of stuff going on this weekend in town.
A very busy weekend.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. It's all the excitement.
What an exciting town, I'm telling you.
These songs are really great, you know?
Yes, they are.
Other than, when they started to talk about diversity and it's not true diversity.
And leveling and...
and leveling and all that other stuff.
And then you could be in honors or the accelerated.
Yeah, accelerated or college prep.
Nobody's going to say they're in the regular. So there won't be any regular.
No, there's no regular classes at the middle school.
College prep is the code.
College prep, yeah, college prep.
For regular.
Accelerated mathematics.
Mm. What are
so
you
that is at
that is our local
11 a.m. to 3 p.m. right? So what else do we have?
I want to talk about this Raven Simone situation. Did you hear about this? Where she said she's not an African American. What do you think about that? You've read this article. You must have seen these articles.
I've seen the article, but I haven't really read it. Okay. I mean, but what about? Did you know that the guy from Dallas, who with the Ebola, he passed away, right?
Yes, he did. Without any medicine.
Well, they say they started to give it to him on Saturday. It's crazy. What about this latest news? St. Louis explode again as police shoot and kill 18-year-old black male who cops say shot at police.
Now, where are you finding this article at?
It's in Atlanta Black Star. You know what? As you say that, I was going to try to play this, but we can't play it because it's
nothing's not working.
It's not going to work right. But maybe we should try and see. Let me see if we can try if this is going to come up any better. We can try this. Let's take a listen and try see if this is going to come up any better. Let's take a listen.
This goes on, police say, for at least 13 minutes. Ultimately, you see a police officer come up backups are called. In the meantime, the driver, the mother, is on the phone with 911. That's who you hear her talking to say